Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Rabbi Wagensberg. In this week's portion Vayeishev, we have this incredible test that Yosef HaTzadik was faced with when the wife of Potiphar tried to seduce him. And do you know the message that Yosef HaTzadik sends out to each and every one of us? He teaches us about our willpower. Think about the situation. Yosef is such a good-looking man. An attractive lady has eyes for him. She tries to seduce him. Yosef is all by himself in Mitzrayim. There's nothing Jewish in Mitzrayim. There are no yeshivos in Mitzrayim. There are no kollels. There are no Hebrew academies. There are no synagogues. And there isn't even a kosher Chinese restaurant in Mitzrayim to connect with anything Jewish. He's all by himself, 17, hormones going off. She's all over him, and yet he refuses her. There's a word in this week's Parsha, and it's found in 39-8, which tells us how Yosef refused the wife of Potiphar. That word is Vayeishev, and he refused her. On top of that word, there's a very rare cantillation. It's called a shalsheles. If you look in your Chumashim, it's kind of like a triple zigzag, and it's kind of read by Ashkenazim in the following way. Why do we have such an incredibly rare cantillation on that word? Do you know cantillations are a commentary to the Torah given to Moshe at Sinai? It's not random or arbitrary where these various musical notes fall out on. And it comes to teach us that every single time that Potiphar's wife made an advance to Yosef, he refused her. And the Shalsheles tells us how many times? Over and over and over again. Vayeishev, 3 times, meant to say Yosef told her, no, 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 again and again. Yosef had such incredible willpower, and he teaches us about our willpower. So you're sitting there watching this thinking, oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't teach us about our willpower. He teaches us about his willpower. I kind of feel like a soggy cornflake with no backbone. When various temptations I'm faced with, how does Yosef teach us about our willpower? Well, here comes a secret. I can't say don't share this with anybody because it's going to be on the YouTube channel. It's open for the world. Yosef HaTzadik was a very special man. Because how many patriarchs do we have? 3. How many matriarchs do we have? 4. Now, as a man, I feel insulted. Zelo fair, not right. What's 4 to 3? Why do they always get more? Here comes the secret. There are actually 4 patriarchs. Yosef HaTzadik is a hidden patriarch. What? Who says he's a patriarch? Well, think about it. Yaakov had a son named Yehuda. Yehuda had 2 boys. They were called Peretz and Zorach. Let me ask you a question. Did Peretz and Zorach become fathers of their own tribes? Absolutely not. They were absorbed into the tribe of Yehuda. And the same thing follows with all the sons of Reuven, Shimon, Levi, and so on. When it comes to Yosef HaTzadik, he has 2 sons, Ephraim and Menashe. Are they absorbed into the tribe of Yosef? Absolutely not. They become leaders of their own tribes. That's interesting. Yaakov's grandchildren, Ephraim and Menashe, become Shvatim. Let me ask you a question. If Yaakov's grandchildren, Ephraim and Menashe, became Shvatim, they were bumped up a notch, what does that do to Yosef? It bumps him up a notch, and he's one of the patriarchs. Why am I even stressing this? Of course, it's a hidden patriarch for reasons we can't go into right now with our time limitations. But Yosef, yes, Yosef is that hidden Av. And the reason why I stress that is because Yosef is telling us about our inner strength. As a patriarch, we are the seed of Yosef. And that means we have inherited his spiritual DNA. That means to say that every single one of us has the stuff that it takes to persevere and overcome difficulties, challenges, and temptations in our own lives. So let's together try. For an example, the next time we're faced with a temptation, with a lustful passion, with an impulse, with an urge, Let's try to say to ourselves, I come from the seed of Yosef. And remember, we're connected to Yosef. And if Yosef could do it in the face of overwhelming temptation, we can also stand up to the temptations that we are faced with as well. And as such, we should all be blessed, not just as Israelites, but as Yosefites, with the strength to stand up, to fortify ourselves against the temptations that the world tries to distract us with, and live a life of holiness and purity like Yosef HaTzadik more and more, and get continued nachas from our families and our children in this path. And thank you so much once again for joining me. This has been Rabbi Wagensberg. If you've liked this video, please help to support for free by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video.